Unit 3, The History of Motion Pictures. Throughout history, people have tried to record the world around them in images. Whether they used ink to make an image on paper or acid to form one on metal, the intention is the same, to record the world. However, it is only in the last 100 years or so that we have been able to record moving images. Movies, motion pictures, animation, all of these words refer to the seemingly impossible. The word movie is short for moving picture. The word motion comes from the Latin word motio, meaning movement. And the root of the word animation is animo, which means to give life to. How can a picture move or become lifelike? Why do we want a picture to move anyway? Movies are made up of frames. A frame is one picture. Each frame looks like the previous one, but is slightly different. When these picture frames are shown very quickly, one after the other, the effect is that the subject of the picture appears to move. For example, say a man is in a pub drinking a beer. In the first frame, he is holding his glass of beer on the table. In the next frame, he is bending his arm and raising his beer, but it is only 1 inch off the table. In each of the next 20 frames, the beer glass moves 1 inch closer to the man's mouth. These pictures are recorded on film. When a light is placed behind the film, the pictures can be seen on a screen. This is called projection. When these frames are projected in rapid sequence, the effect is that the man appears to lift his glass in one smooth motion. In the beginning, the research on how to project a motion picture was very competitive. In 1894, Thomas Edison's company showed the first motion picture using 10 projectors, with each projector showing a different picture. In 1895, the Lumiere brothers made the first motion picture in France, where the pictures were joined together. Their ideas spread throughout the world, and soon there were many different cameras, film sizes, and projectors. One company, Kodak Eastman, had a 35mm film, while their rivals, the American Mutoscope company, used a 68mm film. Because there were so many alternatives, it was difficult for companies to make money. Very often, one company would hire lawyers to sue another company over disagreements on who owned an invention. Then in 1908, under the leadership of Edison, the companies got together and decided to form a league to share their inventions and shut out other competitors. Soon, the government began to worry that this league of motion picture companies was abusing their position because they were illegally trying to control the market. However, this opposition to the companies was not necessary, as the industry was growing too fast for the league to control. Not only companies, but also areas began to dominate the making of movies. By 1910, a few companies began making movies in Hollywood. A decade later, Hollywood was the world leader in movies. It was during this period, when many soldiers returned after World War I, that movies saw a great change in filming techniques. Those soldiers brought with them techniques they had seen in Europe. Major changes continued to happen. Before 1927, all movies were absolutely silent, with the actors' words printed on the film for the audience to read. In 1927, the first full-length movie with sound was released. Afterward, most Hollywood movies were talkies, that is, movies with sound. From the beginning of sound to the 1940s, Hollywood saw some of its most famous people. Actors like Clark Gable and Katharine Hepburn lived like kings and queens with accommodations that looked like palaces. Another big change came in 1932 when filming movies in color became the standard. While there have been smaller advances in quality, things have not changed so much since then. Will the next big advance be 3D or something else?